Let's be real for a second. Nobody is coming to save you, not your friends, not your family, not the world. You want that life, you go get it. You want peace, you fight for it inside your own mind. You want to be great. Then act like it, daily. There are no magic doors, no secret keys, no chosen ones. Just you, your grit, and your decision to push through anyway. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what you wish for. It's about what you're willing to work for, even when it hurts, even when it's lonely, even when no one claps for you. Some days you'll be tired, some days you'll feel invisible, and some days you'll want to quit so badly your bones ache. But guess what? Those are the days that build your legacy. Those are the moments that separate the talkers from the doers. Push yourself, even when it's quiet, even when you're scared, even when you're not sure it'll work out. Because if you don't bet on you, who will? The life you want isn't sitting around waiting for you to be ready. It's out there, moving further away every time you let yourself stay small. So get up. Push through the doubt. Push through the fear. Push through the resistance. Make it happen. Nobody's going to hand it to you but you. You're built to take it. No one is coming to save you, not today, not tomorrow. Not ever. This isn't a movie where a hero shows up at the last second. This is life, and in real life you are the hero. The sooner you accept that, the sooner your life begins to change. Self-responsibility is not a choice. It's not a suggestion, it's the price of freedom. You can blame the world, you can blame your parents, you can blame the past, but blame will never build you. Blame will never carry you forward. Every time you point outward, you give away your power. And every time you take ownership, you take it back. You are not weak for struggling, but you are stronger than your excuses. No one is coming to fix your mindset. No one is coming to make you care. No one is coming to drag you out of bed and force you to fight for your life. That's on you and always will be. This world owes you nothing, but you owe it to yourself to rise anyway, no matter where you came from. No matter what broke you, no matter how tired you are, you still get to choose. Right now, right here, to get up, to show up, to keep going, because self-responsibility is the moment you stop waiting and start becoming. It's the beginning of everything. Wishes don't work, discipline does. You can sit there and daydream all you want. You can visualize the life. You can write it down. You can talk about it with your friends, but none of that makes it real, because wishing without action is just a comfortable form of denial. It gives you the illusion of progress without the pain of effort, but life doesn't bend for dreamers. It bends for the disciplined, for the ones who show up when they don't feel like it, for the ones who do the work when no one is watching, for the ones who trade comfort for consistency. You say you want it, but what are you doing about it? Because wishing won't change your body, wishing won't build your business, wishing won't repair your heart. Wishing won't change your habits. You can't pray for results and then skip the process. You can't ask for the win if you haven't earned the sweat. The people you admire, they didn't wish their way there. They worked their way there. Every single day, they built discipline when it was boring, when it was painful, when it felt impossible, because discipline is what creates freedom, not motivation, not perfect timing, not luck. Discipline is the only bridge between who you are now and who you want to become. So stop fantasizing, start acting. You don't need another plan. You don't need another podcast. You don't need another quote. You need to do, you need to move, you need to prove to yourself that you're not just a dreamer, you're a doer, and doers don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. Greatness requires daily action. Not just motivation. Motivation is loud, it's exciting, it feels good, but it fades. Motivation shows up when things are easy. Discipline shows up when they're not. You don't build a legacy by getting fired up once a week. You build it by grinding when no one claps, by showing up when it's boring, when it's slow, when it hurts, Motivation gives you a spark, but habits build the fire. It's not about how badly you want it. It's about what you're willing to do again and again and again, even when you're tired, even when the results are invisible, even when you feel like nothing's working. Greatness isn't made in a moment. It's made in thousands of quiet decisions, the early mornings, the late nights, the missed parties, the small wins no one sees. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing the right things consistently. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel inspired. You need to act, because action breeds clarity, and clarity fuels commitment. Most people wait. They wait for energy. They wait for signs. They wait for someone to tell them it's time, but the great ones, they move without guarantees. They show up whether or not they feel like it, because they understand the truth that greatness is a choice. Made daily, in the small things, in the hard moments, in the silence. You can want it, you can talk about it, you can even believe in it, but until you put in the work every single day, it stays a dream. Greatness is earned not once, but over and over again. You must push yourself, even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, even when no one sees you, because not every battle is public. Not every victory gets applause. Sometimes the biggest wins are the ones no one knows about. The mornings you get up when everything inside you says stay down. The days you keep going when your heart is heavy and your mind is tired. This is where growth lives, in the silence, in the struggle, in the parts no one claps for. It's easy to show up when you feel strong. It's easy to keep going when people are watching, but real strength is quiet. It's showing up when you feel unseen. It's pushing forward when the road feels endless. No one will fully understand your journey, and that's okay. It's not their path to walk, it's yours, and you're not doing it for validation. You're doing it because you made a promise to yourself, a promise that you won't stay where you started, a promise that your story will not end here. You owe that to yourself, to your future, to the version of you that refused to quit. Push yourself, not because it's easy, but because it matters, because you're capable of more. Because there's something inside you that refuses to settle. Some days will be heavy. Some steps will feel like miles. But movement is movement. Progress is progress. And even if no one sees it, you will feel it. And that matters more than anything. Keep pushing, even if your hands shake, even if your voice trembles. Even if you cry while doing it, because you were built for more than just surviving. You were built to rise. Your hardest days shape your character, not the easy ones, not the days when everything goes right, but the ones where everything feels like it's falling apart, the days that bring you to your knees, the moments that leave you speechless, broken, tired, numb. That's where the real work begins. That's where you meet yourself. The raw, unfiltered version of you, the version that has nothing left to hide behind. It's in those moments you learn who you really are. Pain has a purpose. It's not here to destroy you. It's here to reveal you, to burn away the surface, to expose your strength, to teach you the lessons comfort never could. Because comfort may keep you safe, but it will never make you strong. Growth lives in the struggle. It lives in the fight. It lives in the parts of your story you wish never happened. You don't get stronger by avoiding pain. You get stronger by facing it, by walking through it, by refusing to let it define you. The heartbreaks, the failures, the losses, they all have something to teach you if you're willing to listen. They teach resilience, they teach patience, they teach gratitude, but more than anything, they teach depth, a kind of depth you can't fake, a kind of strength that's unshakable because it was earned. You won't always understand the pain when it's happening, but one day you'll look back and realize it made you, it built you, it shaped you into someone who doesn't break easily, and that kind of strength is priceless. So when life gets heavy, when it hurts so bad you can't breathe, remember there's purpose in the pain, there's power in the process, and on the other side of it is a version of you you haven't even met yet. Fear is a liar. It whispers stories in your mind that were never true. It tells you you're not ready, that you're not good enough, that you'll fail, that people will judge you, and sometimes it's so convincing you start to believe it. You start shrinking, you start waiting, you start hiding, but deep down you know something else lives inside you. A voice that's quieter than fear but stronger. It says try, it says go, it says leap. Even if your legs shake, even if your voice cracks, even if your heart pounds like a drum, fear won't go away, not completely. It doesn't disappear before the moment. It disappears asterisk through asterisk it, by stepping into the unknown, by moving forward without all the answers, by proving fear wrong with action. You don't need to wait until you're fearless. You just need to be brave enough to act while you're scared. Do it anyway, apply anyway, speak anyway, create anyway, begin anyway, because fear never really leaves, but your belief can get louder, and with every scared step, you take back your power. With every trembling choice, you show yourself what fear tried to hide, that you're capable, that you're ready enough, that courage was in you all along. Fear wants to freeze you, but you weren't born to stand still. You were born to move, to rise, to break through. So let fear ride along if it must. But never give it the wheel. Do it scared, but do it. Because the life you want, the growth you crave, the strength you need, it's all waiting on the other side of the lie that fear told you. Nobody owes you anything. Not a second chance, not an explanation, not support, not belief. The world doesn't hand out success just because you want it. It doesn't reward you for showing up once and calling it effort. It doesn't care about your dreams if you're not doing the work behind them. And that might sound harsh, but it's not cruelty, it's clarity. Because the moment you accept that nothing is owed to you, you get your power back. Entitlement is the enemy of progress. It convinces you that you've done enough, that someone else should help you, that life should be fair, but life isn't fair, and that's not the problem. The problem is thinking it should be. Entitlement waits, it complains, it resents. Progress moves. It builds, it earns. You want respect, earn it. You want success, work for it. You want change, create it. No one's going to do it for you, and they shouldn't have to, because what you build on your own will always mean more than what's handed to you. The truth is, you're not a victim, you're powerful, you're capable, you're responsible, and the second you stop waiting for a break, you start becoming the person who doesn't need one. You don't need a handout. You need hunger, you don't need a shortcut. You need discipline, you don't need permission. You need action. Nobody owes you anything, but you owe it to yourself to rise without being asked, to build without being begged, to push without being praised, because you're not here to be carried, you're here to carry yourself. You must bet on yourself, even when it's quiet, even when the room is empty, even when no one else believes in you. Because if you don't choose you, who will? You can't wait for approval. You can't wait for permission. You can't wait for someone to see your worth before you start acting like it's already there. Your fight is your responsibility. Your dream, your vision, your future, it all starts with one decision. Asterisk, I'm going all in on me. Asterisk, not because it's easy, not because it's guaranteed, but because something inside you knows you were made for more. You may not have all the answers, you may not have all the support, you may not have all the resources, but you have asterisk, you asterisk, and that's where every breakthrough begins. Some people will doubt you, some people will question you. Some people will walk away because they don't understand your hunger. Let them. You don't need everyone to get it. You just need to keep going. Your vision wasn't meant for them, it was meant for you. So trust your fight. Trust it on the hard days. Trust it when your hands shake. Trust it when your voice is the only one cheering. You don't need the crowd, you need commitment, because people may show up when it's shiny, when it's finished, when it looks like success. But the real ones, the strong ones, they show up asterisk before asterisk the win. They believe asterisk before asterisk the proof. Be one of them. Be the one who says, I will rise. I will keep swinging. I will bet on me every single time. Even if it takes longer. Even if it's lonelier. Even if the world doesn't clap. You must bet on yourself, because you are the investment that will never stop growing as long as you keep fighting. Growth lives outside comfort. It doesn't happen when things are easy. It doesn't happen when you play it safe. It happens when you stretch, when you reach beyond what feels good. Comfort is familiar, but it's also a trap. It convinces you to stay where it's warm, where it's easy, where nothing changes. But nothing grows there. Comfort protects you from pain, but it also shields you from progress. You weren't built to settle. You weren't made to coast. You were made to evolve, and evolution only happens under pressure. Pressure creates power. It reveals your edges. It shows you what you're made of. It introduces you to the parts of yourself you didn't know existed. When things get heavy, don't run, lean in. That pressure you're feeling, it's not there to break you. It's there to shape you. It's carving strength into your character. It's building patience in your spirit. It's teaching you how to move without a map. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's exhausting. Yes, it'll stretch you in ways you never expected. But on the other side of discomfort is growth you can't even imagine yet. Don't fear the pressure. Use it. Let it sharpen your focus. Let it refine your discipline. Let it push you to discover just how powerful you really are. No one becomes great by avoiding discomfort. The strongest people you admire, they were made in the tension, they were built in the fire, they were shaped by resistance. You don't have to like it, but you have to go through it. Because the level of your growth will always match the level of discomfort you're willing to face. Step outside the comfort zone. Let the pressure mold you, because the moment you stop choosing easy is the moment you start becoming unstoppable. You are built for this. Even when you doubt it, even when it hurts, even when everything feels like too much, you were made for this moment, not by accident, not by chance, but because you have something inside you that refuses to quit. Everything you need is already inside you. The strength, the resilience, the fire, the courage, it's been there the whole time. You don't need someone to hand it to you. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. You don't need to ask for permission to rise. You are ready now. The challenges you're facing, they're not here to crush you. They're here to reveal you, to show you who you are when things get hard. Because pressure doesn't create weakness. It brings out power. And power has always lived in you. You've made it through storms you thought would break you. You've carried weights you never thought you could lift. You've healed from things that once felt like the end. So don't forget what you've survived. Don't forget what you've overcome. You didn't come this far just to question your strength now. This road you're walking, it's not for the faint of heart. But neither are you. You were built to endure, built to fight, built to grow. You were built for the climb, for the resistance, for the breakthrough, and everything that tries to stop you is only waking up the warrior in you. No more looking outside for answers, no more waiting for someone to save you. Everything you need is already there in your heart, in your hands, in your spirit. So breathe deep, stand tall, and keep moving. Because you were never too weak, you were never too late, you were never too far gone. You are built for this. You are built for this, even when it doesn't feel like it, even when you're tired, even when the weight is heavy and the road feels endless. You are still built for this. You may doubt yourself. You may question the timing. You may wonder if you're enough. But let me remind you, everything you need is already inside you. The fire, the fight, the focus, it's been there all along. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to remember who you are. You've already made it through so much more than you thought you could. You've survived what tried to break you. You've stood up when everything told you to stay down. You've healed in silence. You've grown in the dark. That's not weakness. That's strength. That's proof. You are not here by mistake. You are not facing this by accident. There is purpose in your pressure. There is meaning in your moment. And there is power in your presence. You've got this far because you kept going. You kept believing, even when the world gave you every reason not to. And that counts, that courage matters. So stop looking around for someone to confirm your worth. Stop waiting for the perfect sign to start believing in yourself. You are the sign, you are the evidence. You are the reason. The strength you admire in others lives in you too. The resilience you respect is already part of your story. You don't need permission to rise. You don't need approval to keep climbing. You just need to trust that what's inside you is enough. You've got more power than you know, more endurance than you think, more potential than you've even touched yet. You are built for this, so breathe. Stand tall and keep going, because you're not starting from nothing, you're starting from within. So wherever you are right now, whether you're rising, rebuilding, or barely holding on, know this: you are not behind. You are not broken, you are becoming, and becoming takes time, it takes faith, it takes fire, but you have that fire, so don't stop now, don't look back, don't shrink for anyone or anything. This life, the one you've dreamed of, the one you've fought for, it's still possible. And it starts with one choice, asterisk asterisk, push yourself, asterisk 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 asterisk, make it happen, asterisk asterisk, because you are ready, because you are enough, because you are built for this.